الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر وروحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء أما بعد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته Inshallah, hope everyone is well, and inshallah, hope everyone is keeping good.
Wa alaikum salam, Sheikh.
Now, I just wanted to ask any questions which anyone may have from the recordings of the previous sessions. If they do, you can come on. I'm more than happy to take your questions, or if there's any feedback you want to give me now, which may help, then by all means, I'm willing to take that feedback now before I start. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's start.
Not right, not right now. Like when we are reading and all that, then maybe we will have those questions in our mind.
Yeah, no, there's sometimes some students have questions which
Right,
are pressing questions, so that's the reason why I asked. Okay, now
Thank you.
let's get to the crux. Right, so the lesson last week, what did we cover? It's an open question to everyone. What did we do in the last session itself?
We covered the adjectives. We also covered the sun letters and the moon letters. So a bit of mudaf and mudaf ilayh. That's what I remember.
Correct. Correct. Perfect. Right. Okay. Now
we also cover
Pronouns.
definite, indefinite nouns, and also you have asked us to find
Four examples.
4 examples. Yeah.
right. Hannah, how many examples have you done?
4.
You've done 4.
4 to 5, yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, so which ayat did you do, Sister Matsuma? Which one
I've
did you
done
do?
only Inna Allaha ala kulli shay'in qadir.
Okay, Inna Allaha ala kulli shay'in qadir. So what is this an example of? So what are you, in this example, what is the actual point of witness or evidence which you're providing to me?
So I was just trying to find out the so the adjective in those, and then
Okay.
yeah.
Right. And so in this, Inna Allaha ala kulli shay'in qadir. So shay'in qadir is
Yeah.
the adjective you're bringing, correct?
Shay'in qadir, yes. Shay'in
Perfect.
qadir.
That's perfect. Next example.
Is it an open question?
Yeah, you could bring it,
Okay.
Sister Zayda.
Say that, say. Yes.
Okay. Innaka anta alimul hakim.
Perfect. If you give me the actual surah as well.
It is Surah Baqarah, ayat number 32.
Surah Baqarah, ayah number 32. So I'll put this on the screen so that everyone can see, and then I will dissect the ayah as well. Does everyone prefer this text, the actual, or do you prefer the Arabic text? I've deliberately brought this one on because this is more like in Indo-Pak text, which everyone's familiar with. So that's the reason why I've done this. But if you want the Mus'haf, the Quranic Mus'haf in the Arabic text form, I can bring that as well. Surah Baqarah, verse number 200.
Is this the Arabic text? This one that you're showing now?
Yeah, this is Arabic text, but this is the Urdu version, or the Indo-Pakistani version Quran text itself. It's slightly different to the Quranic, the Mus'haf, which is the Arab Mus'haf, slightly different. With the Arabic Mus'haf, the harakat are slightly differently presented itself.
Can you show us that?
Okay, I'll show you. Let me do this first, and I'll show you after. Okay, Sister Saida, which
Ayat number 32.
Ayat number 32. Okay. I went too ahead. Okay, ayat 32. And what was the example from this ayat? So ayat number 32 is over here. قالوا سبحانك لا علم لنا. Yep. And إنك
Antal Alimul Hakim.
إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. So from here, what are you trying to show me, or the class, the example for?
It's the example for the adjectives.
Okay,
And
where is the
so
adjective? Where is the adjective?
It's Alimul Hakim, Al Hakim. So since they are both definite and they are showing both the same harakats,
Correct.
so that's one indication. And Anta is like you, which would be a noun. So
Excellent.
obviously these are related to that noun.
Excellent.
So
anta is definite because you're referring to the person in front of you. So that's the reason why the adjectives for it have to be definite. So the definite article alif lam has been joined al alimu, al hakimu, and the harakat. How are they?
They are also like both. I don't have the Anta Alimul Hakim. I have to find it. No, I don't know why Dhamma is coming because I don't see Dhamma earlier.
Okay.
So but it's a regular default. Is it the default thing?
Yeah, so anta itself, it's a pronoun, and this pronoun always comes with a fatha, even though this pronoun is situated in the state of the default position of a dhamma. So this is a noun which is an indeclinable noun, which is in the state of the non. As you know, what are the three states of a noun?
Marfu, masboob, and majroor.
Yeah, marfu, mansoob, and majroor. Exactly. So because it has a dhamma, this is in the default position and it has a dhamma. Al-Hakimu has a dhamma. What about gender-wise? Which gender are we referring to?
We are male gender because anta is indicating that it's male.
Exactly.
So yeah. So definite, and then gender-wise male, and then case-wise it's like nominative case.
Yep. Excellent. Right. Okay. Now I want to show you something else now. Before I start the lesson, just to make your mind prepared with questions. Now, Surah Nur is a really beautiful surah, and in this surah, I'm deliberately going to go bring some ayat and make you ask questions. Now, if you see the Surah Nur, verse number 26. Verse number 26, I will ask Sister Elia, Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
I deliberately chose yourself because I know you're good with the Quran. So here it states al-khabithatu. Bismillah. Start this ayat, and then I'm going to dissect this ayat so that you understand what I'm going to teach you in this course, inshallah. Bismillah. Al-khabithatu.
Okay. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Al-khabithatu lil-khabithina wal-khabithuna lil-khabithat wat-tayyibatu lit-tayyibina wat-tayyibuna lit-tayyibat.
Excellent. Continue. Ulaika.
أولئك مبرؤون مما يقولون لهم مغفرة ورزق كريم.
Excellent. Jazakallah. Now, in this ayat, it says al-khabithatu lil-khabithina. Now, over here, you will see that al-khabithatu is a evil female person is for evil male individuals. Now, al-khabithatu lil-khabithina. Now, I am going to ask questions. I'm not going to answer them. Just put questions in your mind so that when I teach you, you'll remember these questions which I've asked you and you'll get the answers. Al-khabithatu. Sister Elia. Al-khabithatu, why is it coming al-khabithatu?
It's in its original form with the dhamma.
Al-khabithatu,
end.
yes. Al-khabithatu. Yes, it's in original form. Now, this is all those students who are new, write this as a note, and inshallah, I will teach this in the next few sessions. Now, in Arabic language, how many does anyone, or those who are beginners, does anyone know that in the Arabic language there are 3 types of plurals? This is just the introduction. I'm not going to teach this, but I'm just going to embed questions in your mind so that you remember these questions and you will enjoy them when they're answered for you. In Arabic language, there are how many types of plurals? Does anyone know?
I only know 2, like dual and plural, like
Okay.
more than 2.
That's fine. So nouns, plurals, in regards to numbers, there are 3, of course: singular, dual, and plural. That's correct. But different types of plural, according to them being plural, there are 3 different types.
Can I say one thing?
Can I say
It's
that?
not there or they,
Sorry?
they or there.
No. You're talking about plurals. Different types of plurals according to the way they are structured in the plural itself.
This broken to plural.
Correct?
Could it?
And Jamma
the-
Zakir Salim and
Correct.
Jamma Muannis Salim.
Exactly. So there, in Arabic language, there is a broken plural, and there is a sound masculine plural, and a sound feminine plural. So in broken plural, a sound masculine plural, and a sound feminine plural. These are the 3 different types of plural. I'll give you examples. Al-khabithatu, any noun. Al-khabitha, can you see the alif maksura on the tha? What do you see on the tha? Which harakat do you see on the tha?
Yeah, there's an alif on it. Yeah, don't know the name.
Yeah, so a noun which ends with this alif maksura, or an alif and a long ta, mabsuta, a flat ta, that is called a sound feminine plural. A sound feminine plural, like al-muslimatu. Example, al-muslimatu.
Okay.
Like this one here, al-mu'minat, al-muhsanat, al-ghafilat. Al-muhsinat, good, pious ladies. Ghafilat, al-mu'minat. So all of these are plurals for feminine. And now al-khabithatu, and then what tayyibatu. What tayyibatu. So this tayyibat, they have wrote it with a kari zabar. At-tayyibatu. Now this itself, anything alif, this could be after the bar, you can have an alif there and a flat ta. Wat-tayyibatu. This is a sound feminine plural. Now the word after that, lil khabithina. Lil khabithina, for the evil men.
They are all should be feminine plurals. Yet it
What lil
looks like
khabithina? What is khabithina?
khabithina and khabithatu. Khabithatu, I think, should be male then rather than
No,
female.
khabithatu, anything with an alif and a ta at the end. So instead of having an alif, they put a alif maksura there.
So
make
that is feminine.
Yes.
And so the feminine women for the feminine, how can it be feminine for feminine?
No, it's not for feminine. Al-khabithatu lil-khabithina. The evil females, or the bad doer females, are for the bad doing men.
Male. I see. Yes. Oh, yes. So the second one is the male.
So the word lil-khabithina. Now, I'm asking you, I'm not expecting you to answer these questions, but I just want you to have these questions, that these questions we will answer them, inshallah. Now, the word lil khabithina, what is li? We done prepositions before, yes?
For.
Yes. Exactly. Li is for. Now, if I remove li, how would the word be pronounced then? Would it be al khabithina or would it be something else?
Al-khabithuna.
Why? Where is your proof?
Because you are taking away the li.
Asante. So first, now the question is that why al-khabithuna and lil-khabithina? What type of noun? Type of noun did I mention this is?
It's a
Sound
male
masculine.
sound
Definite.
masculine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sound
Plural.
masculine plural. So
Plural.
if you look over here, al-khabithatu, it has a dhamma. So any noun which comes at the beginning of the sentence should end, the last letter should end with a dhamma. Then we have lil-khabithina. Now, in lil-khabithina, the lam is a preposition. And what did we say when a preposition comes? What happens to the last letter of the noun?
Genitive. Kasra comes.
Okay, the question is this: in this sound masculine plural, you're not giving me a kasra. I'm not giving you a kasra. I'm giving you a noon with a fatha. What's happening here?
Una becomes Ina.
G?
Khabisuna becomes Khabisina.
Ina.
Okay, why is it?
Ina is mansoob and majroor condition, and over here because it is harf jar, so this is majroor. Ina.
Thank you, Sister Praveen Naqvi. Ahsan, Jazakallah. Those who are new, Sister Tahira, are you here today?
I'm trying to catch up. It's really over my head right now. So
Don't worry.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm doing this, trying to make it overwhelming, is the intention, because don't think that these questions will not be. All students will be able to answer these questions. I'm deliberately doing this, making yourself have more enthusiasm and motivation that you learn these classes and participate in these classes. And that's the reason why I've done this. So these are the questions.
Can I give an observation?
Yes, doctor.
It's an object. It's an object.
No, it's a li, because a li is a preposition, and as I mentioned in the previous lesson, any preposition, when it comes before a noun, the noun after it will get a kasra or a kasra tanween. In this noun, lil khabithina, it ends with a noon with fatha. This is what you will, of course, understand if you're a beginner student. Now, write this down. I'm just giving you some points, some little bullet points, and then inshallah I'll give you a whole lesson on this. Look at this word here. The root word of lil khabithina, if it was in its original form, as you know, when a preposition comes, the word changes to the third state, which is a genitive state, or majroor. The original of lil khabithina is al khabithuna.
What is genitive?
Genitive is when a noun gets a kasra or a kasra tanween.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So who was the sister?
Fizza.
Fizza, okay. Sister Fizza, the previous handout, I've mentioned it there, and I've sent you the handout today as well. Now, this word here, al-khabithuna, al-khabithuna. Al-khabithuna is the original word for al-khabithina. So al-khabithuna is in the state of marfu, the nominative case. As you said, as I mentioned before, all nouns have three states: raf, nasb, and jar. It has a dhamma. The noun can take a dhamma tanween or a dhamma. That's called raf. When a noun takes a fatha or a fatha tanween, it's called mansoob. When a noun takes a kasra or a kasra tanween, it's called majroor, genitive case. Now, the original of khabithina, the original sound masculine plural is khabithuna. Is khabithuna. Khabithuna. Now, the word khabithuna, I'll give you another example. The word muslimuna. Everyone know the word muslimuna, yes?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes. The word muslimuna is a sound masculine plural. It's not a sound feminine plural. It's referring to masculines, okay? Now, if the word muslimuna was situated after li, and it had al-muslimuna, it will become lil muslimina.
Yes.
Okay? Lil muslimina. So whenever a noun which ends with, so can you see the word? The original of lil khabithina was al khabithuna. And any noun which ends with waw and noon. Any noun which ends with waw and noon at the end is deemed as a sound masculine plural. Sister Saida, Sister Tahira,
Yes. Can
is
I
that
say
clear
it
for
in
you?
So
another?
there, so yeah, go
Yes,
ahead.
Sister Tahira.
Yeah, so okay, I'm trying to understand. So lil khabithina is also plural masculine.
It is also plural masculine. This is in the state
Yeah,
of,
but it's
yeah,
it's kind of like it's conjoined with the preposition li.
exactly.
And then the
Yes.
next one, wal khabithuna, it's also have because it's definite because it's al khabithuna.
Correct.
So, but it's ending with wow noon.
Correct.
And it's also referred to the masculine.
Exactly. This is the original masculine plural when it comes in the beginning of a sentence.
Oh, it's
So,
gonna be
so
okay.
can I put it in another way?
So let me just 1 second.
Okay.
You could say al khabithuna is the default of the
So
all.
why didn't
Yeah.
we put like dhamma on it?
The,
Because I thought like we in last class when we were talking about
yes.
the definite.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the thing. The questions you're asking are absolutely correct, and these are the questions which I want you to ask these questions. When you have a sound masculine plural,
Mm-hmm.
the noon at the end is being the noon al khabithuna. The actual noon at the end is representing the dhamma in al-kitabu al-muslimu. Because it's a sound masculine plural, because
Oh, okay. Because tanween
Okay,
itself
yeah.
gives like a noon
exactly,
sound.
exactly.
Tanween itself gives a noon sound. Okay.
So what's happened, because of al-khabithuna, the waw itself is silent.
Mm-hmm.
It has a sukoon. So what they have done, they've added a noon with a fatha at the end to show that this is in the state of dhamma.
Dhamma.
So the,
Yeah.
so the
Oh,
waw
okay.
and the noon, the waw and the
Yeah.
noon together in the sound masculine plural represents that the noun is in its original form, and this is the sound masculine plural. So in the sound masculine plural, you don't get that dhamma, but you get the waw and the noon with a fatha
And the
at the
noon.
end as an
Yeah.
ending, as a representation, as a substitute of a dhamma, for the example being al-kitabu, al-madrasatu, al-masjidu.
Got it. It makes
Got
sense
it?
now. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the
Yeah,
waw
that's
noon, it comes in the state of raf, in the actual state when the singular now al-kitabu gets a dhamma, but in this sound masculine plural, you have the waw and the noon, and this is a sound masculine plural. However, in lil khabithina, it is again the sound masculine plural. It's coming after a preposition li. What happens now is that we have to show a kasra now. So the kasra is not going to show lil khabithini. No, what you do in the sound masculine plural. So if it was like lil kitabi, lil madrasati, or bismi, gets a kasra. But in these sound masculine plurals, the waw and the noon will now change to a ya and a noon with a fatha. Previous letter will now have a kasra. Here, al-khabithuna, the tha had a dhamma. In this one here, the tha will have a
kasra.
exactly.
Kasra.
Is this clear now, Tahira?
Yes, it's clear. So we in the middle one we are actually making this kind of change just because it's like joined with the preposition.
Absolutely correct. 100%
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, if we break this word into three parts, like with preposition, without preposition, the original word changes with the preposition into the genitive case. And when we add the plural aspect to it, then in is the one which is helping the genitive case, and un is the one which is helping the nominative case of the
Absolutely
word.
right.
Right?
Perfect answer. Perfect answer. That is absolutely correct. So al-khabithuna is the original word, and when it comes after a preposition, al-khabithuna will change to khabithina. Why? Because a preposition li is coming. And the other thing you need to remember, you know, with regard to the singular words, kitabun and al-kitabu. Do you remember?
Yes. Yes.
Al-kitabu. What's the difference between al-kitabu and kitabun?
A book, the book.
A book and the book.
The
Now,
book.
with regard to the sound masculine plurals, the ending does not change. The ending does not change in the definite and the indefinite. They remain the same.
Oh.
I'll give you an example. Muslimuna, Muslimuna, and al-Muslimuna.
Interesting.
So write this point down. The sound masculine plurals, when they are definite or indefinite, they are exactly the same. There's no changes. But when the definite article is added, then this sound masculine plural will become definite. Does this make sense or not?
Didn't understand.
Okay.
One more time, please.
So al-Muslimuna. So the word al-Muslimu. So the word al-Muslimu means the Muslim. Correct? Al-Muslimu means a Muslim.
Yes.
The al-Muslimu means the Muslim. And Muslimun means a Muslim. Definite article and without definite article, the tanween, which we know already. Al-Muslimu and Muslimun, a Muslim. So there's difference between the definite and the indefinite. But when we come to these here itself, the sound masculine plurals, al-khabithuna is the evildoer. And if you want to say a or a group of evildoers, the harakat at the last letter of the noon does not change. It remains the same in both types of nouns, al-khabithuna and khabithuna itself. Is that clear now?
Sheikh, Salaam Alaikum. Can I say one quick example? Qad aflaha al-mu'minun.
Yep.
Qad aflaha al-mu'minun is alif lam, definite article, but it is still same. And then there is ayat number 35, al-azab, wal-mu'minina wal-mu'minat. Mu'minuna wal-mu'minat. So it is both case just without alif lam or with alif lam.
Correct.
They are still same way. It is. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely right. Let me bring it onto the screen.
Very, yes, very.
Thank you, sir.
That's right. Let me just bring it onto the screen. Surah Mu'minun. Just give me 1 second. Let me bring it, because that's a good example, which I'll do a share with you. So this one over here is on the screen now. I just wanted to deliberately put this question in your mind so that inshallah we'll answer these questions. So if you see over here now, here, Qad aflaha al-mu'minuna. Can everyone see the screen? Qad aflaha al-mu'minuna. Now, the word al-mu'minuna is coming with an alif lam, and this is the sound masculine plural. And qad aflaha. Aflaha means successful, victorious. Who are victorious? Al-mu'minuna. So here, al-mu'minuna is, and if we remove the waw and the noon, you will have the singular of al-mu'minuna, which is al-mu'minu.
Yes, al-mu'min.
Yeah, so whenever you remove the waw and the noon at the end, you will be left with the singular. Al-mu'minu. And al-mu'minuna, waw noon is a sound masculine plural, and it's in its original states. And in Surah Ahzab, verse number 35.
Qad afla al-mu'minu and qabla al-mu'minu should be meaning the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, qad afla al-mu'minun. Indeed, the mu'minin are successful. Now, in Surah Ahzab,
Why is na added at the end?
The waw noon has been the waw noon is a sound masculine plural, and the noon has been added as the waw and the noon is substituted for showing that the word is in its original state, in the state of raf. And here in this ayah, Surah Ahzab, verse number 35. Innal muslimina wal muslimati wal mu'minina. Can you see the word here now? The word al mu'minina has been changed from mu'minuna to mu'minina due to the situation it is situated now. Now,
But there's no preposition here.
okay, it's not,
Mu'minina?
it's an excellent question. There's no preposition. So why is it changed in its states? Now look over here. There is the word inna. So whenever inna comes, it changes the word from the dhamma state to a fatha state.
Oh.
Like inna, you know, say inna allaha. We say always inna allaha. We say inna allaha wa malaikatahu yasalluna. So whenever inna comes in a sentence, the nouns which follow it are in the state of fatha. So the word mu'minuna, so the word original mu'minuna, so when it comes after inna, it changes to mu'minina. So the state of fatha and kasra for the word mu'minina and mu'minina stays the same in the state of fatha and kasra. So lil mu'minina and innal mu'minina. So it shares the same harakat. So the word mu'minuna is the original word in the sound masculine plural. However, when the sound masculine plural comes after inna, it changes from waw nun to ya nun, becomes innal mu'minina. And if it's a preposition as well, like li, lil mu'minina, like Allahumma ghfir lil mu'minina wal muslima. Allahumma ghfir lil mu'minina wal mu'minat wal muslimina wal muslimat.
This is a bit confusing.
Which one?
This inna thing. Like
Yeah, so
inna made the noun with fatha, which is muslimina. So
no. The word muslimina was muslimuna.
Muslimuna.
Yes.
Yeah. And so
ignore muslimat. Ignore muslimat. Ignore muslimat, because that this is a sound masculine, sound feminine plural, but I'm not teaching this at the moment. Just want to pass by muslimina. So just muslimuna was the original, mu'minuna was the original, and what's happened, inna comes whenever any, like if you see over here, inna allaha. Can you see this? Inna allaha kana latifan khabira. Now here, because of inna situated before Allah, Allahu has changed to a fatha.
Okay, yes, got it.
Got it? Now the word muslimuna, that was the default position of the sound masculine plural, but when it's situated after inna, the harakat from waw nun will change to ya nun. So it becomes muslimina and mu'minina. And if I removed inna and put li for the Muslims and for the believing male Muslims, it will be lil muslimina and lil mu'minina, meaning that the sound masculine plural, when it gets a fatha or a kasra, the last letters, 2 letters, will change to ya and nun, and the previous letter before the ya will have a kasra. Mu'minin and muslimin and mu'minin. Is this clear now, Sister Sayda?
Okay, yeah. So these words are getting kasra, but Allah in Allah got fatha.
Correct.
So
the reason why, because Allah is not a sound masculine plural. Allah is a singular word itself.
Okay.
So in Arabic language, there are, inshallah, we'll do this in a later session. I'm deliberately trying to put some confusion in to get yourself thinking that we need to get these answers itself. And then inshallah we'll start. So the word Allah, so in the Arabic language, we will cover gradually, of course not today. I just want to get your mind focused, because many of you, these are new lessons for you. So I want yourself to think, okay, I need to tackle this and understand this. The word Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a single word, and it's not a plural, it's a single word itself. And for this reason, it takes a fatha. But the plural nouns in Arabic language, there are 16 types of nouns. There are 16 types of nouns, And due to there being 16 types of nouns, some nouns will take the fatha, the dhamma, and the kasra, but other nouns, like the word mu'minuna and mu'minina, will not take the fathas or the kasras. Instead, you change the letters of the word itself.
Mhm.
From
Okay.
mu'minuna to mu'minina, muslimuna to muslimina.
Okay.
I have a question here.
Yes.
It's inna here is it preposition?
Inna
And what is
is
the meaning?
ahsantum. Good question. The word inna, it's a particle which comes in the meaning of indeed, verily, surely. Inna Allah, surely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is gentle and He is all aware, all knowing. Inna Allah, surely Allah kana latifan khabira. Inna al
Okay.
muslimina, well, surely, it comes in the meaning of surely or indeed.
Like inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un.
Ahsantum. So when you say inna lillahi, surely we are inna lillahi. Surely inna lillahi. Surely we are from Allah. Wa inna ilayhi raji'un. So inna lillahi, lillahi for Allah, wa inna ilayhi, and towards Him we return. Right. Okay. This is just some confusion to be created for a good purpose itself.
I have a question.
Yes.
So when we are saying inna lillahi, so that inna has a alif in the end.
Okay. That's a good question. Now, that itself, remember this, I'll teach it in a nutshell. It's inna lillahi. Now, in that ayat itself, Sister Praveen could answer this, but I'll answer it for you. Now, in this one here, it's inna, surely we. The word inna here, it's surely. So if you want to say surely we, you add the noon alif na. So the noon alif, so it should be inna na. Originally it was inna na. And what's happened, they made it easy and they removed the second noon and just added an alif and represent that surely we.
Yeah, now
So
I
originally it
remember.
was inna na, surely we. So inna na was difficult. What they did, remove the second noon of noon alif na and added just the alif to represent, it means surely we. Sister Elia, is that correct?
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Right. Inshallah, these things, I'm going to answer this question and I'll teach you gradually. I just wanted to make yourself aware that there is a lot of things we have to cover. Now, let's go back and start our lesson now. So that was just a taster and just to get the mind thinking a bit more. So let's start now. Right. There are some things in the Arabic language, when you're teaching Quranic Arabic, and I'm going to go through Surah Al-Hamd, there are some things I need all the students to learn by heart. The reason for it is this, for example, I will show you over here. Can you see the screen? Can you see the change of screen on my screen?
Yes,
Yes, we can.
Yes, you can. Now,
yes.
These are ayats of the Quran. Antum Muslimuna. I'm continuing from last session now. The last session we spoke about mudaf ilay, possess and the possessed thing and the possessive nouns, and also we covered adjectives as well. When we covered the possessive nouns, we spoke about pronouns as well, correct? We spoke about pronouns.
Yes.
Now, those pronouns were of two categories. Those pronouns were of two categories. Do you remember? I said in the Arabic language, there are two types of pronouns. What were those two types of pronouns?
Singular and plural, attached and detached.
Attached and detached.
Exactly. Exactly. So now I'm coming back to the lesson. Made some confusion for yourself. Muslimina, Muslimat. What are this? That was deliberately. Why? Because I want you to be aware that these things, inshallah, will cover, and you will, inshallah, understand those concepts. And even Sister Elia asked the question, why is it inna? We'll answer those questions as well. Now, I want to continue from where we ended from last session and continue this session as well, inshallah. Now, Antum Muslimuna. Now, Sister, I'm going to ask, because Sister Tahira attends this class only, I'm going to ask her to come on the mic for a second. Sister Tahira, can you come on the mic, please?
Sure.
Now, Antum Muslimuna, who is this referring to?
Antum Muslimuna.
Yeah.
Muslimuna is referring to the masculine plural.
Excellent. This is page number 28 of Arabic through the Quran. You are all Muslim. So what will be the singular?
Antum Muslim.
Antum. What is the singular of Antum?
Singular of Antum. Anta. Sorry, I'm
Anta.
right?
Yeah, that's right. The reason why I'm doing this is
Anta Muslim.
Yeah. So the reason why I've gone to this itself, there are some things when you want to learn Quranic Arabic through the Quran, there are some basic principles and rulings of the Arabic language. If you learn them by heart, then the translation of the Quran becomes much more easier.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I'm showing you that. Okay, so Anta is the singular.
Yes.
Anta, and if you want to change Muslimuna to singular, just remove the waw and noon. As you know, there's a sound masculine plural. Any noun which ends with waw noon is sound masculine plural. So if you want to say you are a Muslim, how would you say that?
Anta Muslim.
Anta Muslim. Is this clear?
Yes.
Brilliant. Let's bring another brother. Jawad, Bismillah. Come on the mic. This is ayah number 27, verse number 81. Hum Muslimuna. Hum Muslimuna. Who is this referring to?
It is masculine plural.
Ahsantum. And hum. Who is hum?
Because I think antum is you, nahnu is we, and hum is they, maybe.
They. Yeah. Hum, they are Muslim. How would you say the singular for this?
Huwa Muslim.
Huwa Muslim. Ahsantum. Huwa Muslimun. So, as I mentioned again, I'll mention this again. The reason why I'm doing this is that some things, if you know them by heart, it becomes much more easier, and you start enjoying the translation of the Quran. So that's the reason why I'm trying to make everyone memorize the 14 forms by heart. Next one. So Huwa Muslimun. He is the singular. Huwa Muslimun. Right. Next student on the mic, who is a newcomer. Sister, who's there? Sister Ma'suma Zahra. Sister Ma'suma. Bismillah.
Yes.
Nahnu fitnatun. Now, the word fitnatun, what does fitna mean? Fitna fasad? What does that mean? What does fitna mean?
We are in trial.
Ahsantum. Ahsantum. Exactly. So the word fitna has two meanings in the Arabic language. Fitnatun means a trial or a tribulation. So that's the meaning here, trial. So nahnu fitnatun.
Nahnu fitnatun.
So we are a trial or we will be tested itself. Now the word nahnu fitnatun, how would you change? Well, nahnu is we. What would be the singular? How would you say I am a fitna? I am a trial or tribulation itself. How would you say that?
Ana.
Yep.
Ana fitnatu.
Ana fitnatun. Correct. And the next one, Ana.
Ana nazirun.
So what does that mean? Nadhirun means warning, a warner.
Okay.
So Ana nadhiru, I am a
warner.
Exactly. How would you say he is a warner?
He is a warner.
Yes.
Huwa.
Yes.
Huwa nazirun.
Ahsanti. So sometimes you have the second. So please remember this point. Sometimes in certain nouns, the second noun can remain the same, and you can just literally change the first noun, and you could change the sentence. Huwa nadhirun. He is a.
He is a warner.
He is a warner. Excellent. And if you want to say, you are a warner.
You. Fi.
Anta. Anta.
Anta, sorry. Anta.
Like here, anta tawabu. And you are,
Anta Nazirun.
yeah, excellent. Thank you. Let's bring some more students. So, Sister Fizza, would you like to come on the mic?
Yes.
Next one is Antum Dhalimuna. Antum Dhalimuna. Surah Baqarah, verse number 92. Antum Dhalimuna.
So it's plural.
Yes.
And it's saying you are zalimun.
You are oppressors.
Yeah, oppressors. So you is like a plural over here?
You is plural for a second person, yes. Antum
And
Dhalimuna. Correct.
Zalim is like the oppressors, right? So
yes.
So
Right.
what do I do?
Now, I want you to change it. How would you say we are the oppressors? Or the oppressed? Sorry, not oppressors.
Nahnu
Dhalimuna.
zalimuna.
Excellent.
Nahnu zalimuna.
So remember this is that when we use the plurals, like antum, then second noun has to be plural as well. Like antum, hum, muslimuna, and antum, muslimuna. Can you see this here? And then antum, dhalimuna, nahnu, dhalimuna. If the first noun comes plural, the second noun has to be plural as well. Right. Sister Fatima, there's two Fatimas. Who is who? I'm not too sure. I know one's from Toronto, the other one is from, I'm not too sure. One of the Fatimas are available to come?
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. I'm from Toronto and my
Alaikum
first
salam.
class today with you live.
Okay, mashallah, mashallah. Okay,
Yeah.
so first class, so inshallah you can relax. I'm not going to
Yeah,
ask you any questions.
this part I'm getting it. Wahid and Jama, yes. This
Yes,
and Tasniya, yeah.
Yeah. So
Alhamdulillah.
the previous what I did, I deliberately done that just to make yourself
Yes.
aware that we, inshallah,
Yeah.
there's a long way to go, and we'll cover
Yeah,
those
yeah.
different types of plurals itself. So here, huwa latifu, verse number 11, huwa latifu. He
Okay.
is, how would you translate that?
He's
Huwa latifu.
Latif is like well, gentle, yeah, delicate, gentle.
Yes. So huwa latifu,
Okay.
he is gentle, and
Yeah.
huwa is referring to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
All right.
Then over this next ayat number 13, Anallahul Azizu.
All right.
How Ana? Who's Ana refer? Ana.
Ana is Allah referring to himself.
How would you translate that?
Anallahu Aziz. I am the Allah, the Aziz, the great, the
mighty.
The mighty, the
Exactly.
great.
So here in this sentence, let me explain some grammar now.
Right.
Now, Ana itself in this sentence will be treated as
singular self.
Singular. Allah is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah
Right.
is with a definite article, alif lam. So the original word is ilahun, and then it became Allahu. And here, al-azizu is the adjective, like we mentioned in the previous lesson. Al-azizu
Yes,
alif
I
lam,
get it.
and it has
Yeah.
it follows the Allah. Allah is ending with a dhamma. Al-azizu is ending with a dhamma as well.
Right.
Yes?
Yes.
Brilliant. Okay. Right. Let me just now go back to the previous handout, and within give me about 10
Okay.
minutes.
I have one question here.
Yes, Agha.
Yeah, actually, in you are saying that if the pronoun is plural, then the other noun should also be the plural. But this is not in the case of nahnu fitnatun and ana fitnatun. It is means it's singular, right?
So here nahnu, so nahnu fitnatun, correct. In this is an exception here, where fitnatun is remaining singular, correct. But normally the cases itself is that there's one exception, that when they are referring to non-living things, then the actual second noun can come singular feminine itself.
Okay.
So here,
It's
like
exception.
antum, there's one exception. So here antum al fuqara'u. The word fuqara'u singular is faqirun, and the plural is fuqara'u. Fakirun and fuqara. You all are in need.
Yeah.
So this is example of, again, plural. So yes, there is one exception. Of course, some exception I can't teach. I need to teach the basic and then go into the exceptional points itself. Here, example, antum mu'minuna. Again, antum, you all. Mu'minuna is you all, plural again.
Plural.
Yeah. So this is the main
Yes.
theme which I need to cover first. Here, the word jahiluna. One last example. Antum jahiluna. You all are ignorant.
Illiterate. Ignorant.
Ignorant. So here's an example. So these are, now let me go to the handout. This one here. And Sister Tahira, are you there or has she gone?
Yes, no, I'm here. Actually, I would like to correct myself because when you asked me, I
Which
said
one?
anti-Muslim. It should not be, because anti is you.
Yep.
I am Muslim would be ana Muslim.
Correct.
Yeah, so I just wanted to correct myself.
Yeah, and if
Because I think
you want to say anti, the anti muslimatun, because the word muslima is referring to a female, then it'd be anti muslimatun. And if
yeah,
ana
but anti
muslimun,
would be to referring to someone else, right? You
yeah, anti be
as
you.
a female,
Yeah.
right?
And if you're speaking about yourself, I am a Muslim, you need to add
Ana Muslim.
a timer buta the ana muslimatun.
Ana Muslimatun. Okay.
You need to add the timer buta at the end as well. Right. I need some help from yourself. I need you sort of let's go through these pronouns, because these pronouns, I'll take your question in a minute, Fizza. I kind of need to get yourself repeating these pronouns so that we learn them and we know them and master them. And then inshallah, we will try to do a few more things and then we'll end the class. Bismillah. So huwa itself.
Is he singular?
Exactly. And then huma.
And homa would be like two masculine, plural.
Individuals, yeah.
And then home would be like more than two home.
Correct.
And then here is singular female.
Correct.
And then homa is plural female.
Correct. And then
hunna will be more than two.
Correct.
Female. And then anta would be referring to someone who's male, and we're referring it to them.
Correct.
It'll be single male.
Correct. And it's second person. So in a conversation.
Second person, yes.
Yeah. In a conversation, you have the dynamics of three individuals: speaker, addressee, and third person. So in Arabic language, there are in total 14 pronouns.
14 pronouns, okay.
Yeah. So if you count over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 for the third person. He, they, both, they, all. She, they, both, they, all. And then you have 6 for the second person and 2 for the speaker.
2 for the speaker, okay.
Bismillah.
Continue. Two, okay. Sorry, where are we at?
Here.
Okay, here is for singular female. Homa is for the plural female. Hunna is for the plural female for more than two. Anta is for the second person male, single. And then antuma would be for plural male, as in second person.
Yep.
And then antum would be more than two males.
Correct.
in a second person. And then anti would be singular female.
Correct.
Antuma would be dual female. And then antunna would be more than two females in the second person.
Correct.
And then ana and ani. Sorry.
Ana is I. And
Ana
nahnu
is for the ana is male and female, like first person, and then nahnu is male and female both.
Exactly. Now these are called the actual detached pronouns. They always come individually, and they come in place of names of individuals itself. So this is huwa, huma, hum.
And that's what we have to memorize, right? You're saying,
yes,
like, if you memorize all of these.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So you can ask your sister to help you. That if you do it in pairs, that would be great. Because that would be easy way of memorizing. Sister Fari, any questions from yourself or any questions from anyone else in the group? Yes, Sister Fizza. Sister Fizza? Okay. Sister Faris, can you kindly come on the mic?
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum,
Alaikum
Sheikh.
assalam.
No,
Now,
it's very beautifully explained. Those fine points of Arabic grammar. MashaAllah, Jazakallah. Thank you so much. Huma, and there is one question I had for Huma is same for, is it the dual? You
Yes.
know, the plural for two
Yes.
is the same for male or female, masculine and feminine. Am I right?
That's right. That's right. And also antuma, anta, antuma, and antuma is the both same for you two males and you two females as well. So they repeat themselves in the actual Arabic text for both. And from the context, you will understand whether they're referring to females, two females, or two males itself.
We will not say antima.
No.
Sheikh. Always antuma.
Antuma,
It's for male, masculine or feminine. Same antuma. Okay. Jazakallah.
Now, come on the mic now. Now, then.
Can I say the question? I wanted to ask you something, a request. It wasn't unmuting before. I had some hard time. I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to ask you, like, you know, when you say malbuta, whatever the word terms are.
Ta marbuta means a round ta at the end of a word, like alimatun.
Yeah, so can I have the, you know, a sheet on which all these terms are there so I can remember them, because, you know, I'm used to English and all that.
Okay, that's a good thing. I could send that across. I could send you a glossary.
Whenever they say malbuta, I don't know. I'm lost. Like, I know the word, but I don't know the Arabic word. You know
Okay,
what I
that's
mean?
fine. That's fine. I could send you a glossary. I have a glossary. I could send you a glossary. That's not an issue at all.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Now, Sister Faris, now these pronouns.
Yes.
So the pronoun huwa is he, but that changes to his.
Yes.
So can you say his eating? When you say his eating, it doesn't make sense, correct? So his itself is a pronoun when it's used when it's referring to a possessive noun or a object. Kitabu, when you say kitabuhu, when you say his book, it makes sense. But you cannot say his eating itself. So these pronouns, huwa, huma, hum, even these pronouns, the possessive pronoun and the detached pronoun, they sometimes resemble and they're the same. But here, which she, it changes to ha. So kitabuhu means his book. Huma is both the same. But the meaning is changes when it joins a noun. It will become Bismillah kitabu.
Kitabuha.
Kitabuhuma.
Kitabuha, kitabuhuma, kitabuhunna.
Kitabuhum, their book.
So we don't have any.
No, I'm feminine.
Sorry, Sheikh, can I ask a question?
Just one second. Let me finish with this, and I'll take both of your questions. Tahira's question and Fatima's. Yes, kitabuhu, kitabuhuma, kitabuhum. Their book.
Kitabuhum and kitabuha.
Her book.
Yes, her book. Kitabuha and kitabuhuma. Their book. Kitabuhuma is for dual.
Yep.
And it's for both male. Kitabuhunna. Kitabuhunna. Sheikh, I don't want to say that, but there is one ayat, Wazribuhunna.
Okay, we'll talk about that ayat another time.
Like that. It's a jokingly they say Wazribuhunna for. So hunna, kitabuhunna, kitabuka, kitabukuma, kitabukum. And kitabuka is for masculine, your book, kitabukuma. Again, same thing for masculine and feminine.
Exactly.
Kitabukum is different. It's not kitabukunna. Kitabukunna will be for second person. Am I right?
Yep.
Right? Kitabukum, kitabuki, kitabukuma, kitabukunna. Again, it is not kitabi, but kitabukuma for dual. And kitabukunna and kitabi. Kitabi is going to be only singular. Right? That's my book.
Yes, correct.
And
Kitabuna.
Kitabuna, right?
Yes.
There is no dual in that.
No. There's only singular and plural. That's it for the speaker itself.
Yes, there is one dual thing, Sheikh, when Prophet Musa is going to Pharaoh's darbar, he say, help us. Very, both, help us both. Something like that.
Yes. Because the reason why Hazrat Musa alayhi salam went with Hazrat Harun alayhi salam.
Yes. So it is a different context, right? Rabbi Sharli Sadri is different, but what was the dual? It is what, let us both have it, but the Arabic doesn't say that. Like, if I want to say both of us, there is no first person.
Yeah, there's no first person dual. So because of the context, it's two individuals. They change the word na has been referred to both individuals. In English, sometimes you have to do the translation itself.
Okay.
Jazakallah. Thank you. So this is that. You're welcome. Now, the other point before we end the session in a few minutes. Now, I mentioned that the mudaf, mudaf ilay, and these are the pronouns. The reason why I had to repeat this is because certain things I may teach in one lesson and you may not memorize it. If you don't memorize it, the things will pile up. And once they pile up, and if you don't learn them, it then becomes quite depressing that you haven't learned it. So that's the reason why I'm just revising it, just as a means of assisting and supporting yourself. Now, the question is Sister Tahira has asked, if you go to Sister Tahira, are you there, Sister Tahira?
Yes, I'm here.
Now, if you go to this this handout, this book, on page number 28, it's got examples of the detached pronouns. Antum, anta, hiya, huwa, hum, antum, ana. Page number 28.
Okay, but not for huma, right?
Okay, huma, there is
I was trying to think like what would be, because it's very the anta, huwa, he, these are very common pronouns.
Now in the Quran, let me just check for you now.
Because home, I believe
in Surah Baqarah, where Prophet Ibrahim and Hazrat Ismail, they were raising the walls of Kaaba and they were praying for both of them. That is dual.
Yeah, Surah there's the word huma has been used in Surah Tawbah. Let me show you now. Surah Tawbah, verse number 40. Surah Tawbah. Give me 1 second.
Yes, I see it.
It's over here. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim.
Is huma fil ghar.
Exactly. Idh huma. As you know, the
very nice example. Thank you.
Idh huma fil ghar idh yaqulu li sahibi la tahzan. Do not be sad. Inna Allaha ma'ana. Do not be grief stricken. Surely Allah is with us. Anzalallahu. Now, okay, let's do some polemics now, as you're on this ayah. This ayah, and even Mufassirin have mentioned this. Fakhruddin Razi is a Sunni scholar. He has mentioned it in this tafsir as well.
Yeah.
That idh huma fil ghari, when both of them were in the cave. It's referring to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Khalifa Awwal.
Yeah.
Idh yaqulu. Now here look at idh yaqulu li sahibihi. And because when he was saying to his companion, La tahzan, inna Allaha ma'ana. Do not
grieve.
Do not grieve. Allah, surely Allah is with us. Now look at here. فَأَنزَلَ اللَّهُ سَكِينَتَهُ عَلَيْهِ. And Allah sent tranquility.
Yeah.
His tranquility alayhi. Upon who?
Upon them.
No. Sakina
upon
him.
Him.
His sakina alayhi, upon him.
Is him. Yeah.
Who is him?
Rasul who was crying.
Exactly.
Because
so
then
alayhi,
Abu Bakr was start crying. Yeah.
Exactly. This is referring, and being in the ghar, being in the cave with Rasulullah holds no merit at all.
Correct.
It holds no merit and saying that he was in the ghar, if you want to have merit, you should have slept on the bed of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, like Imam Ali alayhi salam did. Then you would have received, and then the ayah of the Quran would have been revealed that amongst people is the one who sells his nafs for the mardatillah.
Yes,
Here,
subhanallah.
this
Yeah,
proves
excellent.
that
Yeah.
he was, unfortunately, he was a coward, and he was actually helping the munafiqeen to realize where Rasulullah was.
Absolutely, yeah.
So la tahzan inna Allah ma'ana. So why would you cry when you know that he's a prophet of Rasul? Rasulullah is more brave than you. In Anzal al-Sakina. And then unfortunately, our brothers, they say that the Sakina was revealed upon the Khalifa, not Rasulullah. They're willing to degrade. This is the policy, unfortunately, when we have in regards to the position of Rasulullah, they are willing to increase the status of the Khalifa and decrease the status of Rasulullah and the Ahlul Bayt just to protect their ideology, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah.
We are not like this. We say what the Quran says, that is the criteria. And the Quran has mentioned the Sakina being revealed to Rasulullah and his companions in certain battles as well. فَأَنزَلَ السَّكِينَتَهُ عَلَيْهِ وَأَيَّدَهُ بِجُنُودٍ لَمْ تَرَوْهَا. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent armies which they could not see it.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, doctor, go ahead.
Can you show me how Abu Bakr was showing the Qurayshi where the Prophet was?
Sorry, he was showing what?
How you said he was showing the Qurayshis how the Prophet.
Okay, the tafsir of the Quran have mentioned the tafsir of the Quran have mentioned this, that this was this I think Ayatollah, I don't know if you heard Ayatollah Najahuddin. Ayatollah Najahuddin, he's actually wrote a book, Man Huwa Fil Ghar, who was in the grave, and he mentioned this discussion as well, that La Tahzan. Now, what is more, question for you, doctor, what is more grief-stricken and more fearful, sleeping on the bed of Rasulullah when the enemies have besieged the house around you and you're sleeping in the bed and you know that you may not even live because there's no one to help you, or you being with Rasulullah, the Prophet of Islam, who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent and protected, who is in a position of more fear.
Of course, that the Muhammad's position is higher. But
exactly.
Can you show me how Abu Bakr is showing the Qurayshi?
Okay, now in regards to I'll send you the I'll check and I'll send you the reference again where the tafasir have mentioned that this was cowardness, unfortunately, from him. La tahzan inna Allah ma'ana. So Imam Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, inna Allah ma'ana. And also I remember the book of, there's a seerah called Ayatollah Jafar Murtaza Amali. He discusses this point as well. Ayatollah Jafar Murtaza As-Siratul Nabawi is a 40-volume tafsir of Sirat of Rasulullah. In that he discusses this point as well.
Yeah, but Sheikh, how can you convince a Sunni Muslim for that? We obviously will take it for granted and we would want to believe in that. But to convince a Sunni Muslim that this word this is for only Rasulullah and not his companion. Won't they say that this is your sect interpretation? No. We have our right also to interpret.
That's the tafsir exactly. So Fakhruddin Razi has mentioned it in the tafsir itself. فَأَنزَلَ اللَّهُ سَكِينَتَهُ. The words, as you can see the pronouns. So here, إِذْ هُمَا فِي الْغَارِ. When both of them, huma is they two people, yes? Huma.
Yeah, grammatically correct, definitely.
Yeah, so the thing is that Quran is the miracle of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So as all Muslims believe that there is no grammatical mistakes, there's no mistakes in the Quran. Quran is the peak of eloquence itself. And therefore, when we look at the verses of the Quran and the way the grammatical sense, we have to take it the way it comes and the implications and the text. And if we refer to the tafasir and see the support, we will find that this ayat itself, it shows that for Anzal and the other verses of the Quran, maybe which sister is it? I can send you the other ayat of the Quran where in Hunan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Hunan that Allah sent the sakina as well. So if it was فَأَنزَلَ اللَّهُ سَكِينَتَهُ عَلَيْهِمَا, if it was alayhima, then the sakina is sent on both of them. Here it says alayhi. So it's not me, it's the Quran itself, the pronouns of the Quran, which are making it clear that the sakina was only for Rasulullah. وَأَيَّدَهُ. So here was Khalifa Awwal, it says وَأَيَّدَهُ, and he was supported, and he supported him. Was the Khalifa Awwal supported, or Allah Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam supported? The pronoun who again is a singular which is coming again. And Allah supported him bijunudin, with army, lam tarawha, which they could not see it.
Yeah, so can we say that inzal is only on Rasulullah? So this inzal of Sakina is onto Rasulullah and not his companion. That could be more convincing an argument. Grammatically, it's perfect, agreed. But the fact that the inzal is, they have interpreted as that since he was trembling, the inzal of Sakina was on him. And so they take it to be his credit. But we can say that inzal has been on Rasulullah, not any other person on earth.
Absolutely, 100% agree with you. Because what happens, sister, is that if you say فَأَنزَلَ السَّكِينَ عَلَيْهِ, because if you just say if it's only inzal upon Rasul, on Khalifa Awwal, then you actually you are degrading Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam from the maqam that Sakina was sent for Khalifa Awwal, not for Rasulullah. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Ashraf al-Makhluqat, Afdal al-Nabi.
Yeah, they've twisted it all. They have taken back credit to.
Sister, you can also support your argument with another verse, Surah Al-Fatah, verse 4, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned that the sakina, the tranquility, is always being sent to the faithful ones. So this is like a cross-reference for the sakina.
Yeah, which surah, please, again? Which surah?
Surah Al-Fatah, verse 4.